If you want to become successful, if you want to accomplish your dreams, I need you to become a visionary. I need you to have the vision. Because this right here should be one of the most motivating and uplifting thoughts you can possibly have today. Is that people once lived in a world with no phones, no mics, no tripods, no cameras, no YouTube, and all it took was for one person to imagine it. And they had no reasonable belief to know that it would work, to that it would succeed. They simply just had an idea. They had a vision. What if I create YouTube? What if I create a platform where people can share videos to other people? They had no reason to know that it was going to work. It had never been done before. All the reasons why you're able to even hear me talk right now, because one person came along and thought it, imagined it, and put it to fruition. And that is what it means to be a visionary, to have the vision, to not have any proof that it'll succeed, to maybe not even have anybody prior accomplish what they're trying to accomplish, but they still do it and they make it happen. Because the vision is the most important thing. The vision dictates whether you're successful or not. So I urge you to become a visionary. What does that mean? It means that you find your goal, you find your destination, what you want in life, truly. Write it down. Get a piece of paper right now. I want you to draft out your life. What would you like? What would you like to do on a daily, on a monthly basis? Who do you want around you? What things do you want to do? What hobbies, interests, all that right there. You write it out and you craft it. You craft your dream life that you want in the future. And as you guys know, I'm never on that like alpha guru stuff. So it can be something simple as like, I want a happy family in a quaint home, just doing our thing and having fun. That's perfect, okay? That's fulfillment right there. That's a dream, okay? You put that down on the paper. Now you imagine what you have to do to get there. What needs to be done? What work has to happen? What progress has to be made? What skills have to be developed and acquired? And then there it is. You start painting out your journey. You start painting out your vision because you can now see it. People around you, they won't be able to see it. They might think you're crazy, especially if you're going for something big. They might think, oh, this will never work because maybe it hasn't been done before. Maybe if it's done before, it's very rare. But like I said, that's how everything in life was before. Because all around you, you see blank canvases. Anything can be built here. Anything can be done here. And that translates to everything in your life. You got to shift your mindset, shift your perspective. That if it hasn't happened, it's simply just waiting to happen. It's waiting for someone to come along and do it. Having the vision means I know what the YouTube journey will entail. I know I have to work hard. I know I have to post consistently. But I already know I'm going to have 10,000 subscribers. I already know what's coming. And maybe you're watching this video way down the line, a year later, 2 years later, however long it takes. And you're like, wow, he really did know. Because simply the thing that separates you from those who don't make it is persistence, consistency, discipline, and the last one is the vision. Because who cares if you're persistent? Who cares if you have discipline? Who cares if you're consistent if you don't know in what direction you're aiming for? The vision is simply knowing where to run. The consistency, the discipline, all that right there, the perseverance, that is simply getting you in motion. But tell me what your odds of winning a race are if you don't even know what direction you're running in. North, west, east, south. You only have a 25% chance to win, even if you're the fastest runner out there. Simply just lens in, focus in, find what you want, find the journey, find the path, and that will lead you to success. Because the visionaries know the outcome before it's even done. So I urge you, dream on, think big, scope it out, detail it out, find it, find what you want, work for it, and you will achieve it. Because like I said, everything in life once was empty, was nothing. Every house, every country, every building, every invention, everything was once nothing, didn't exist. And someone came along and saw it before it was even made, saw it before it was built. They knew what it had to look like. They knew what it had to be done. They knew the path. They knew the plan. They put it to fruition. Become that right there. Become the visionary. Know what it takes. Know what you have to do. And I promise you the work becomes easy as long as you just stay disciplined and consistent. But you have to know what direction you're going in, okay? You have to know what direction you're moving. Because consistency and discipline without having a vision, like I said, is just running aimlessly, hoping that one day you find the right way, the right path. You shouldn't be living like that. Know your path, know your dream, know your goal, and you can just find that journey and you start going, you start moving. You'll develop the skills, you'll develop the experience that you need along the way. And that's part of what it is. Because what separates those who don't make it is they either stop trying, they quit, or they don't have the vision. It's too deep. They can't imagine. So they choose a simple life to go away from what they want, where it's easy. They don't have to think big, they don't have to dream big. A lot of times it's society that does that because society tells us that we're not enough. Don't dream too big, take the safe route, take this. I'm telling you, whatever it is you want in life, small, grand, whatever, live for it because you have one chance here. I want you all to be fulfilled. I want to be fulfilled. I want to be happy. And I want to know that we made this life worth it. And I'm telling you right now, the vision guides you to where you must be. The vision guides you to the happy point in life, the fulfilled part in life. We can truly connect to source and realize that God put us here for a purpose. God put us here for a reason. And once you realize that, your second life begins. And your second life should be spent trying to get to that point right there where you can really look around and say, I did it. I accomplished what I had to do. I made it count, and I can leave this impact knowing that however long before, this was nothing. Whether you built a family, a house, a business, an invention, whatever, years before it was nothing. didn't exist, but you made it happen because you saw it. You saw it before anyone could see it. You saw it before the eye could see it. You saw it in here, and you saw it in here, and you knew. And you let everything guide you to it. I got to get out of here before it blows up. I wish I could talk about this longer. Maybe I'll got to do another video on this one day. But I love you guys. I'm rooting for you. I'll see you.